Hello everyone, welcome to Huawei Cloud South Africa Demo Center. Today, I will show you how to migrate on-premise virtual machines and databases to Huawei Cloud Compute instances and RDS instances. We have designed 4 typical scenarios for you to quickly adopt Huawei Cloud Migration Service. In the first 2 scenarios, you will learn what is Huawei Cloud Server Migration Service SMS and how to easily adopt it. So the first scenario is to migrate your on-premise Windows 2012 running on VMware using online migration SMS, which can also keep in sync with the on-premise changes. The second scenario will be offline migration, which means that you pre-configure a local hosting Oracle Linux running on VMware and export it into a VMDK file. Upload it into Huawei Cloud Object Storage Bucket (OBS) and import into Huawei Cloud Computing Instance, and we call it ECS. First, let's navigate to SMS console. We will follow the migration steps listed here. Now, let's check preparing for migration step. Open it and it will show you the documentation for prerequisite. Navigate to the step Download and Start Agent. This will navigate you to the SMS documentation on how to install online migration agent that is required to be installed on on-premise servers. You need to go through this step carefully. Now, let's download a Windows migration agent and upload it into your VMware Windows 2012 box. Install this SMS agent. Run it. Input access key and secret access key credentials and start the agent. If it reports time zone error, then try to change it into the same time zone as the cloud region. Start the agent again, make sure it's running. Back to the SMS console, and you can see that migration step icon 1 has become green, which means that you can go ahead to the next step. Click to configure target ECS flavors, keep synchronization status, VPC, subnet, security group, volume type, sizing, public network, and so on. After finishing the configuration, you will see that second icon turned green. Now, let's start the migration by clicking Start. You can monitor the online migration status. For each of the tasks, you will see Estimate Begin Time, Progress Bar, and Estimated Finish Time. Also, you can see the migration speed. You can also check the source and the target server configuration. You can see that initial migration is finished, and then it will enable continuous sync automatically as it's configured as keeping synchronization mode. If you don't want the synchronization, or if you think that both the sites already are in sync, you can start up the target ECS instance. You can also monitor the boot up progress. After that, you can see that every icon has turned green and you can access the target ECS instance, remote login, and check the target server status. Now, let's generate a new file on on-premise Windows 2012 and see if SMS can synchronize that. Back to SMS console and start the synchronization again. After it's completed, let's boot into the target ECS again. Let's start target ECS instance to see the results. Remote access into ECS and see the newly updated file that's synchronized from the source VMware. You can see that all the updates are in sync. Now, let's move to the second scenario for offline export and import from on-premise Oracle Linux onto the Huawei Cloud. First of all, let's check Huawei Cloud Image Management Service documentation. Let me navigate to the correct chapter and follow the procedure step by step. Please note that the following steps need to be performed on on-premise VMware. Let's make sure that the boot disks are marked as UUID. Secondly, we will configure KVM driver which will be suitable for Huawei Cloud Hypervisor. Paste the command from the documentation. Now, let's install CloudInit, which will boot your on-premise VMware onto Huawei Cloud Hypervisor securely and make sure mandatory pre-configurations are done. I have already installed CloudInit and we will just check the version and status. Reset administrator password status, which allows us to reset the password on Cloud Console directly, in case if you forget it. We will perform the final steps for cleaning up the log files, network configuration files, etc. When everything is done, shut down on-premise VMware gracefully. Let's find out the VMDK file and upload it to Huawei Cloud OBS bucket using OBS util client tool. Here we configure OBS util client tool to prepare upload operation. After uploading, we will go to IMS service on Huawei Cloud Console to import the VMDK file. Here, all the following steps will be performed on Huawei Cloud Console for the target service. Let's navigate to Huawei Cloud IMS, create a new private image based on the VMDK file stored on Huawei Cloud OBS bucket. Choose the correct operating system, give it an image name, and click Next. We can monitor the progress of creation. After that, let's create a new ECS instance based on this image. Please note to choose the suitable configuration. Let's wait while it's running, and you can log into Oracle Linux on Huawei Cloud. Let's remote access into Oracle Linux on Huawei Cloud. If something is wrong, we can go back to Huawei Cloud Remote Login Console to check the status. First time boot will take some time for the backend configuration. Try to remote access the Oracle Linux on Huawei Cloud again. You can see it is finishing offline, export and import. Now Let's move to the third and fourth scenario. The first half within this slide shows you the conceptual part on how to migrate on-premise Oracle Database version 12.2 into Huawei Cloud RDS for MySQL using Huawei Cloud Database Replication Service DRS Online. And the second half shows you the migration of on-premise Microsoft SQL Server into a BAK file and import it into the target Huawei Cloud RDS for SQL Server offline using DRS as well. Now let's go to online migration first. Let's navigate to Huawei Cloud RDS service to launch a new MySQL instance on Huawei Cloud as a target database service. Choose database flavor, configure VPC, subnet and security group, input the root password. Then you can create a new MySQL database instance on Huawei Cloud. Let's connect to the on-premise Oracle database and check the normal user and its objects that need to be migrated. Let's simulate transactions on Oracle database. You can see the records are increasing. Let's go to DRS console to configure online database migration. Choose Data Synchronization Management Migration Mode. Create a synchronization task. Choose Migration Mode. Give it a task name. Deselect notification. Choose source and target database types. Keep the defaults and click Next. Configure Oracle database source. Input source IP, service name, database username and password. Wait for a while and test connection. After that, we test the connection to the target RDS for MySQL instance and then click Next after verifying everything. Choose source schema and objects that need to be migrated. Now, DRS will check the source database and target database for pre-migration evaluation. If it's not passed, please see the details for suggestions and act accordingly. For example, if it requires source Oracle database to open force logging mode, here we finish the pre-check and move to the next error. After all pre-checks are successful, we click Next. Before we launch the migration process, let's simulate transactions on source database. Now, let's submit this migration job. You can monitor the migration steps. Now it's launching the synchronization. We can create a comparison job to compare source and target records. After finishing the running job, let's check the data comparison results. We can keep monitoring the data synchronization status and the lag from the target to the source database. If we decide to switch over or don't want to synchronize anymore, we can stop source database transaction and wait until the data synchronization job finishes successfully. We can launch another data comparison job to check if the source and the target are in the same status. Now we can see that both sides are in the same data records. Now let's stop the DRS synchronization job. Connect to the target RDS MySQL instance and check for the records within MySQL database. Now let's see the last scenario. Microsoft SQL Server backup files migrate into Huawei Cloud RDS for SQL Server instance. Let's launch a new RDS for SQL Server instance first. Choose the billing mode, input instance name, select preferred version, time zone, character set, database flavor, VPC, security group, and RDS user's password. After finishing target database preparation, let's create a backup migration task. Give it a task name. Choose SQL Server backup files that have already stored in Huawei Cloud OBS bucket. Click Next. Choose Target Database. Keep others on default and click Next. You will see the migration process has started and it will finish as soon as possible. Let's assign a new public IP to the target RDS for SQL Server instance in order to have a post-migration test. Let's connect to the target RDS for SQL Server database using RDS user and check the database that we loaded. You can see that all objects are imported into target RDS for SQL Server successfully. You can check another database as well. You can also see that imports are successful. Now let's recap. Huawei Cloud SMS and DRS are focusing on performing migration and replicating the changes from your on-premise or even from a third-party cloud into Huawei Cloud ECS, database on ECS or RDS. You just need to configure the source and the target. SMS and DRS will help you do everything automatically. Besides that, we have more value-added features during the migration and synchronization. For other features and introductions, please look out for more demo videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Cheers.